What's going on, guys? This is Dave from PNP, and I'm here to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. I just want to remind you that's the easiest place to play. There ain't too many places where you can win 20 times your money in the same night, utilizing higher lowers in the pick'em game. And now they have pick'em insurance, where while you won't win the same amount of money that you did before, you can miss one and still bring home some money. So if you do it 3 times, you can potentially still get your money back if you end up missing one. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up today and use the code PNP when you do. And the $100 deposit match still stands. Underdog Fantasy. What's going on, guys? This is Dave, one half of PNP. I'm here to take your fantasy questions. And while you guys come up with these questions, I'm gonna fix my situation real quick. A little bit better. All right. Okay, guys. With regards to the day, hopefully you guys didn't have the same luck I had on Thanksgiving Day. I had a couple players that underperformed. Particularly Dalvin Cook. So I'm going to have to hit a home run, and it kind of put me in a trap because I had P. Ryan, but I also had Kenneth Walker, but I didn't want to sit Dalvin Cook, and I didn't want to sit Singletary, especially against Detroit. And Singletary didn't do enough either, but Singletary did better than Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook killed me more than Singletary did. So with that, let's go through the questions. I don't care about this today. This is fantasy football. Neither one of them are in fantasy. Was offered Tua and Andrew in exchange for Mahomes and Dolchich. Should I do it? Need to win all my games to get into the playoffs. No. You're gonna take a significant downgrade at tight end. Tight end is very random, and Tua's been balling. Yeah, I think I would do it. Yeah, I would do it because if you're trying to win all your games, you at least get the upgrade at you would get the upgrade at tight end. Because when you look at the scores, let me see, what's the scoring leaders right now at the quarterback position for the season? If I do it by average, I mean, you're talking, that's a 6-point delta. I mean, but if you do that with tight end, let me see. You said Mark Andrews. I'll just keep what you got, man. It's about even. It's not really giving you that big of an upgrade, believe it or not. I think if it was Kelsey, then we could talk. So I wouldn't do it. I'll just keep what I have. I mean, and good luck, man. I've been in those positions before. Matter of fact, in one of my leagues, I'm definitely in that position this year because I took an L last week. I'm leaning Perrine. I'm not leaning Higgins. I'm leaning Perrine. Because if Jamar Chase is supposed to play, I'm leaning Perrine. I think Samaje Perine is going to ball today. Sutton or Pickens? Sutton. Pacheco Foreman. DJ Moore or Kenyon Drake in the flex. Let me see. Drake plays for Baltimore. If Edwards is out, the answer is Drake. If Edwards is out, the answer is Drake. If Edwards is not out, because I don't know, is Edwards going to be out today? Because, I mean, inactives will be up in a minute, but yeah, if Edwards is out, I'm saying Drake. Edwards is questionable. He might. If it looks like Edwards will probably play, we'll know for sure at 11 once the inactives come out. So once we know what the inactives look like, then we'll assess. But if Edwards is out, give me Drake. Otherwise, DJ Moore. Foreman or Damian Pierce? Pierce. Travis Etienne or Cooper in the flex? Travis Etienne. Should I play Evans and Cooper in the rain? Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to do a quick retreat real quick. One second. It looks like that Justin Fields is officially out. So You know, Montgomery's a guy that you definitely want to play. All right, so let's see here. What I was going. All right, Evans and Cooper in the rain. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about the rain. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I don't worry about the rain too much when it comes to wide receivers, unless it's like a torrential downpour. I'm more concerned about wind and rain, so I'm not worried about that. Sutton, Piron, Murray, go. That's a lot of people. Murray, Pacheco, Landry, Pierce. You need two. Piron and Murray. Need two running backs. Robinson, Hunt, Dillon, Murray, and Pacheco. Give me Murray and Robinson here. Still Piron as Chase is out? Yup. Yup. Is Chase gonna be out? Well, we're gonna find out in a minute, man. And actors come up. I gotta stop at 11:50 because I gotta drive to the game. So I got a hard stop at 11:50 because I'm meeting Marcus out of in Warwick, so I gotta drive about 30 minutes. Uh, yeah, I mean, with Chase being out, that could benefit Higgins, but the Titans got a pretty good defense, man. Um, but I think I think Evans is gonna get work, but not enough to impact P. Ryan. I think P. Ryan is gonna get the opportunity to get the bulk of the load. Dude, I can't play. I stopped playing DJ Moore after week two, and I dropped him. I didn't drop him yet, but a lot of folks in my leagues have dropped DJ Moore. They've given up on him. Um, and I mean, I think some people are giving some real hope because Sam Darnold's playing today, but it doesn't change the fact that Denver has a freaking outstanding defense, and DJ Moore is probably going to go up against Patrick Surtain, and then you have Sam Darnold throwing to him. So there's that. So I look, man, I would take my chances with Brandon Cooks at this point. Give me Samaji. I want Piran. Tyler Conklin or Austin Hooper. Give me Hooper here. Okay, that's a valid point. All right. The 30th against the pass. All right. So if Chase doesn't play, you roll with Higgins. Panthers defense or Rams defense? Who do the Rams play? The Chiefs? Panthers. Rams play the Chiefs today. Give me the Panthers defense. Wilson Jr., Latavius Murray, or Rashad Wright. That's actually pretty hard. Give me Moster's out, so give me Wilson Jr. Give me Wilson Jr. here. So yeah, Moster's out. With Mostert being out, give me Wilson Jr. here against Houston. I picked the Panthers to win, but we'll see what happens. Nah, that's not how you win fantasy championships, man. Everett or Kittle, Kittle. All right, it's 11:30, so let me go to pull up these inactives real quick. They're not all up yet. But I just got a report that Justin Fields is already ruled inactive. So Justin Fields is out, guys. So for Chicago, Montgomery's the only guy I trust. I don't trust anybody else. The only guy I trust. Chase Young is inactive for Washington. There was talk that he might play this week, but he's not. So far, no new inactives yet, other than the Jets. And you look who's inactive. Zach Wilson. Boy, man, what a fall from grace, huh? What a fall from grace. All right, let me do a quick share real quick. All right, so let's see here. I'm assuming you guys can still see that, right? I don't want to show the ads though. Let me go do this real quick. Yeah, it's one thing to get benched. It's another thing to be inactive. I was paying attention to that situation, man. I think the way he handled the post game interview did him in. His attitude did him in. He's just not. He ain't mature enough, obviously. But I mean, I know he's a 20-year-old kid, so I know that sometimes takes time depending on the person. But I maybe like I always say, man, some quarterbacks aren't built for certain places. You know, because when you consider where that person's from and what that individual's used to, I mean, the man went from Utah to New York City. I mean, that's a different animal. Like that's a different ball game. A lot of folks can't work in New York. What wide receivers rate their ball low on? That's a pretty good question, man. Um, I gotta pull up some data because I, off the top of my head, man, I'm good. I ain't that good. So give me 1 second. I gotta pull up some data real quick. Um, Now for me, when I think about wide receivers and and guys to go after, I think the big thing that I try to find is target share. So I mean, off the top of my head, one guy that I would absolutely consider, and I know some folks won't like it, but one guy I would consider is Chris Godwin. Because I think Chris Godwin's been underperforming from that standpoint, but he has been doing it phenomenal. He's been getting a lot of targets. So if you ask me right now, who should I get? What's a guy that I should consider going after? It would be Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin has hasn't had low like since week 4. He's only had 2 games where he's had less than 10 targets, and that was week 5 against Atlanta when he only had 6 targets, and last week in his game against Seattle before the bye when he only had 8. And ironically enough, the game where he only had 8 targets, that was his best game of the season from a fantasy perspective. He got 19.1 fantasy points. So Chris Godwin is a guy that I would definitely try to consider. He's very consistent. His floor is typically around 10 points. Can't be mad at that. Another guy you could consider is possibly a Garrett Wilson, a Tyler Lockett, a Traylon Burks. Um, you know, it might be too late to get on the Christian Watson train from Green Bay. That's another option. So, I mean, you can't get a stud if you're trying to buy low on a wide receiver. If you want a stud, that means you're gonna have to give up the house. Because a stud is Jamar Chase. A stud is Tyreek Hill. A stud is Justin Jefferson. So you, I mean, if you maybe you can get away with trying to trade for a CD Lamb or a Michael Pittman, but or even a Deontay Johnson. But I mean, you can't. If you're asking for a stud, you're not. You're gonna have to give up something to get a stud. He's done. They said he was out 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I think he's done. He's done. All right, let's see here. Let's see what these inactives are looking like. Charles Jamar Chase is inactive. All right, man. Higgins. Higgins it is, man. Higgins it is. Play Higgins. Higgins it is. Walker. I hope not Kenneth Walker because I have to put P Ryan in if that's the case. Mixon's out. Chase is out, but we knew about Mixon already. Um, Fields is out. We talked about that already. Nothing surprising for Baltimore. Oh, Gus Edwards is playing. So somebody asked about Drake. You can't play Drake at this point. Play DJ Moore. Um, no surprises in Cleveland, Detroit, Minnesota, New England, Giants, Jets. Bucks. Fournette is out, so that means it's going to be the Rashad White show. Oh, PJ Walker. But we knew that, dude. They already said that he was going to be ruled out. They said that Baker was going to be the backup. We knew that already. Yeah, we already knew that one. Titans. No surprises. Nothing surprising so far. Nothing surprising so far at all. Nah, studs are studs. You can't disguise a stud. Nah, nah. Doubtful is pretty much out. Doubtful means you have a 25% chance to play. That's out. The last guy I can remember that was doubtful and played was Randy Moss when he played for the Raiders. He ended up scoring a long touchdown in that game, ironically enough. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, dude. I prefer Jeff Wilson over P. Ryan as well. I completely agree with you. Rodgers is playing with a thumb injury, but I'm still gonna go with Rodgers. I don't trust Matt Ryan. Yep. All right. All right, let's see here. Jacksonville popped up. I'm shocked that Carolina's ain't up here yet. Let me pull up the inactive for Carolina because I know it's already out there on Twitter somewhere. Inactives for the Panthers. P.J. Walker, Justin Burris, Miles Hartfield, Giovanni Ricci, Corey Littleton, Lonnell Coleman, and Matt Ioannidis. All right. So there's our inactives. Higgins is active this week. First time since week 6. That's cool. Be interested how this is going to go against Denver today. Jacobs Raiders. Christian Watson. Colts defense over the Panthers defense. A report came out that Wilkes is pushing to get a chance to keep the head coaching job, which is good news. Tepper's, I guess, per reports, Tepper's impressed of how hard the team's playing. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's a good sign, man. The boys are playing their hearts out for my man, for Steve Wilkes. So I would love it if he could get the job. I would love it. It would be awesome. I don't know if the fan base will be a huge fan of it, but because then it'll be interesting to see what we're going to do in the draft. So it'll get interesting. No stream. No stream because Rashad's at the game and I'm going to go watch the game. I agree, but I know the fan base won't be happy. I prefer this actually. I'm not interested, and honestly, I think if Wilkes gets more wins, then it ends the discussion. So hopefully he'll get more wins because I don't. But then again, it might not because if one of the quarterbacks fall, you never know. I have a yeah. It depends on the like. I'm in one league where I'm 5-6. I don't know if I'm gonna make the playoffs in that one, and I'm 6-5 in a couple. So I'm feeling okay. Could be better. Like I'm 6-5 in two leagues, 7-4 in another, and I'm 5-6 in one. I'm 8-3 in another. But I'm going up against the top guy this week, and if I win, I'll catapult to number one, because I'm the leading scorer in that league. So I got a lot of, I need to win a couple games this week. I'm feeling okay. It could be better. I think Thursday night killed me, man. I had a lot of players that played on Thursday, and I think that's gonna cost me. Unfortunately, Dalvin Cook didn't perform as well. Singletary didn't do as well as I would like him to do. Lamb did fine. Hawkinson did fine. Patriots defense was terrible. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Cairo Santos will keep me going with these field goals. I gotta see how I feel about that. But it's gonna get interesting to say the least with my man Cairo Santos. Because I'm hoping that maybe if the offense can do enough against the Jets, I can get some field goals off in Chicago. So we'll see. But overall, man, I'm probably going to catch a fade in that league. So I got to hope that a couple other things fall against with other opponents. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to get interesting real fast. I will say that. God. Najee. Give me Najee Harris. Give me Patterson and Smith. Hey, I'm afraid of Patterson, man, but yeah, give me Patterson and Smith there. I'm gonna have to shut it down in about 4 minutes, guys. Just give you guys that warning shot. So if you got any more questions, feel free to ask away. Yeah, my opponent had Jamal Williams and Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz balled, man. He killed me. Those two TDs killed me. If he didn't have those two TDs, I'll be sitting in a better spot. But right now, I'm projected to lose by 20. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, we still got to play the games. At least I'll know tonight. Because he got nothing but Sunday people. I got nothing but Sunday people. So I'll know, shoot. Does he have a bunch of points? Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, he's got a lot of Sunday people. He got Jalen Hurts and Aaron Jones to play. So we'll see. Hopefully I can hold on, but I think everybody else is going to have the opportunity to ball today. He's got Eckler. Yeah, I ain't winning today. Yeah. I got Godwin, Herbert, and Walker, and Cairo Santos left, and he's got Hurts, Jones, Cooper, and Hill left, and Eckler, and Carlson. I ain't winning. I've accepted that, and it's fine. I'm going to need some help, though. So I need some help to keep me in the playoff hunt. Because if it comes down to points, I'm going to be fine. Because I got higher points than most of the teams in that league. This one here, it might be nice to see what happens with this situation. But all right, let me check the questions one more again before I shut this thing down. Burks. Rashad's going to the game and I'm going to go see it, so no. Neither. I mean, if that's the case, DJ, but neither for me. DJ Ayuk. Anybody other than DJ. DJ's going to get Surtain, man. Like, I don't think you guys get it. You got one of the best man corners in the Denver's got one of the best man corners in the NFL. Rashad went over this on Monday. Me and Rashad went over this on Monday. So who do you think? Who do you think Patrick Surtain is going to go up against? He's going up against DJ Moore. I feel like I have to start him every week. If he's playing, he's playing. If he plays, I play him. All right, that's gonna do it for me, guys. This has been fun. I'm about to shut this bad boy down because I got to get ready to hop on the road. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're live. We'll be live Monday night. As always, I have to check with Rashad. We might do a post game today. It depends. I know after the game today, I gotta run some errands. But you know, at a minimum, we'll definitely see you guys live tomorrow. Nah, try to find a better. Well, you could. I mean, but try to find a better option, man. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Peace.